think they're about ready to get into it pretty soon, but looks like it's going to be Wolf and PT starting off with PS2, naturally. And here we go. First game of this losers top 16 match. No one wants to go down here. Everyone's feeding for the top 8. Who's going to get one step closer to it in the set today?
And I like starting off with PT over Olimar. I think that Wolf does so good versus Olimar. You know, between the blaster, between how fast or early he kills with those percentages, and the fact it's so difficult to edge guard, I think going PT makes a lot of sense. Obviously, you know, get Wolf off stage, have a meaty, large down air, Squirtle, combos and juggles for days as we're witnessing right now. Only got 40%, not the end of the world, but still some much needed damage.
Yeah, and so far great discipline being shown with both players, letting each other just kind of feel each other out before the really big haymakers start to come through. Because Ouch, you know he has those on off. Case and point is the forward air, back air, and the laser setting up for an edge guard here. Not going to get the 2-frame, but already starting off with some strong pressure.
Yeah, gonna rinse and repeat though. That down smash not gonna connect. It's such a safe move. You know, Squirtle is liable to die at 70-80%, and if you're wrong, if you mess up, it's okay. Just rinse and repeat. Great get-up attack right there from Noi, though not afraid of the Wolf, knowing that get-up attack was the right option. Chasing him down, got him off stage. Edgeguard attempt with the Ivysaur.
Oh, and we're seeing the whole crew start to come through. The Charizard coming through for the big kill. It's going to find it with the up smash out of shield. Ouch just barely misspacing that dash grab right there. It's going to be the end of his first stop. And Ivysaur already racking up 46% right off jump.
Yeah, this is not what you want if you are Ouch. I mean, as soon as you die, you immediately are at 46%. Good job, though, finishing the plate, not letting things get too out of hand, finishing off that Charizard. But Squirtle, Combo Fiend back in the building. Love that air-to-air right there. Somehow the water did not work. I don't know what happened with Wolves. I guess they're just swimming through it now, but did not go off stage. Really fortunate stuff for Ouch.
Yeah, Rabbit Wolf right now, hydrophobic at that, but gets that. Oh wait, doesn't get the back throw. A heck of a match from Noi. And here we go, the Ivysaur, and actually going over that, and still Noi managing to clear the ledge, able to get back on stage safely. But man, these two are really jockeying for position on this right side of the stage here, Logic.
That's our favorite place, apparently. That's the playground. That's where all the cool kids hang out. The left side, nah, we don't go there.
Yeah, left side, I feel like Akil could be coming pretty soon for Ouch, the way he's positioning, but the rolls for Noi have been really on point. The survivability is there too, just barely air dodging. No! Speaking of air dodging, the air dodge from Ouch is going to send him down to the blast zone, but looking very unfazed, just teleports practically right back down, gets that grab, and we're seeing the same position all over again.
Yep, gonna go for that back throw, not able to take it quite yet. Charizard been eating the Wheaties, big boy right there. Squirtle a lot lighter though.
Yeah, and that's why we're seeing the full gauntlet switch right back in Charizard. You kind of want him for these high percents. Oh, yeah. You had to DI away there. If you do anything else, hold in, you can get back air full rage. I see people die at like 20, 30%.
Is it me or are you feeling a flare blitz? I don't know what it is, but Noi just looks like positioning for something of that nature to just eat one of those attacks and go straight through Wolf, make him explode.
Yeah, it's possible, especially as we get to these mid-percents. Charizard Rage Monster, especially 196 beyond max rage, will almost survive that forward air, but Ouch finally finishing that stock off, staying alive a little bit longer.
Good little jab attempt right there, but Noi really composed, holding the shield the entire time. Trying to get these air-to-airs and these ledge traps without just fighting his way back onto the stage and making Squirtle pay. This is huge right now. 78 sitting on the Squirtle, a back air at the ledge and 4DI, and Squirtle is gone. No more turtles on this screen.
Absolutely not, and it's a real possibility. Oh, does it just slightly off timing, but Noise, this Squirtle is getting cooked right now.
I think you got to switch. Like, look, we all have our favorite Pokemon, but sometimes we just got to put them away. Oh, but not today, apparently. Noi.
Yeah. There we go.
Finding the jab lock, missed tech from Ouch, really unfortunate stuff right there, but it's exactly what Noi needed to take the lead.
I'm noticing that Noi really trusts in his Squirtle. The Squirtle has been the big determining factor in a lot of these neutral interactions, and once gets his opponent off stage, then we start to see the switch to Ivysaur. At those higher percent, start to see Charizard or Squirtle if Noi really needs a comeback or just really trusts himself. I mean, I feel like every PT has a different Pokemon that they really vibe with, and I'm clearly seeing that Noi's Squirtle is the moneymaker here.
Which, that says a lot about your confidence. Squirtle is so light and Wolf hits so hard. You're sitting at, 80, 90, 100%, still going toe-to-toe with the Wolf. That just says a lot about your confidence in the character and your ability as a player, because I will tell you, I don't play PT, but if I did, when I hit 70, I'm Charizard. That's it. The rest of the game, I'm Charizard.
Against Wolf? Yeah.
I can't take that risk.
Yeah, but Noi built different. That's why he's sitting in top 32. Actually, top 16 at that. And Ouch trying to get one over, just trying to get the party started. Both these players want to make it a fair bit further, but it's going to end here for one of these players. And right now, Noi really looking like he's the one setting the pace in this matchup.
Yeah, Noi having a much better start to this game than the last game. 84 plus, now 93 already sitting on Ouch. And yeah, Squirtle's not going to take the stock quite yet unless there is another missed tech from Ouch. But you got to imagine that, you know, 10, 20%, you're off stage. Squirtle's going to finish you off with a fair back air or just switch to, you know, Big Brother Ivysaur, Big Brother Charizard and finish the plate.
Yeah, that time the tech comes through, Ouch teching in, able to get a punish and get some breathing in the back. And now gets that late hit in there. He's looking for something, punching in the landing. Boy, he's jumping out a lot here.
So well spaced.
There we go. I'm going to stop the momentum with the laser. And Ouch hasn't been getting big ledge traps just yet. Noi's very slippery at the ledge. But the patience, look at just like a shark smelling blood circling around.
Yeah, this is just so difficult for Noi right now. Ouch was doing everything right, unfortunately lost that control. I love the spacing of the F-tilts and back airs prior, but again, you know, Noi got on stage and said, you know what, let me show you how to properly do a back air, and takes it with Charizard.
Okay.
Oh, no, not the setup.
Okay, yeah, Ouch knows this. It's like the week 1, week 2, but even still, it's still a threat. Like, if you miss, you die. And Noi doesn't really lose out too much for going for those back airs there.
Yeah. Definitely do like the pacing of this match as well, you know? No one really trying to force anything. They're kind of, oh no, this is a regrab?
Yeah, easy pickup. Ouch not going to let that slide easy. He gets that F-tilt active for a pretty long time and just takes that stock away.
Unfortunate. Messed up the wave bounce right there. Should have landed on stage. Unfortunately, did not. And Ouch just licking those chops, saying, thank you for the stock. I appreciate it.
Yep. Well needed. But now, relatively even game still. Noi sticking with the Squirtle. Lots of trust in this neutral and can rack up damage pretty quick. At 54%, though, you're not going to get a whole lot of combos. This is just kind of jockeying for positioning and making sure that your opponent really respects your space.
Definitely. Loving the movement from both of these players, by the way. Ouch obviously a little bit more of an acrobatic, if you will, just kind of jumping around, crossing up, and just having so many layers in that area. And then when you have
What a call out right there from Noi. That Ivysaur S smash also active for a very long time. And it's one of those moves where the timing, the release almost times itself on reaction a bit. So.
It's reminiscent of Mewtwo, you know? Charge Shadow Ball, you're just like on reaction, you move, I hit the button, it times itself.
Yeah. So good stuff. You have to go for those fail-safe tactics, especially at the biggest stage. You know, the nerves are on, the hands are shaking a little bit. Just go for the stuff you know, and then once you get more acclimated, then you can start to style a little bit more.
For sure. Right now, Noi trying to poke with safe buttons, but Ouch just clearly knowing the matchup, knowing how to kind of get around some of the Ivysaur's safer buttons. But what are you going to do about Charizard? There's the Flame Breath. Okay, managed to get up. Noi stopping that flamethrower a little bit early.
Yeah, he was looking for an F-tilt. Very nicely timed that out. Timed that just right. And wow, that kill off the top.
Is that enough? Is that the opening? Is that the crack in the armor that Ouch needed?
I feel it might be, especially, oh man, get a couple hits on that Squirtle. This is, I feel like, the perfect amount of rage for Wood, like around the 90, 110. But it's getting a little bit too high right now. It's also getting a little bit too hot. Because Charizard on the field, going to get a forward throw. I don't think it's going to be quite enough. Yeah, it shouldn't be quite enough, but even still, it's dire for Ouch.
And I think up smash out of shield right there. Well timed, and a lot of people are surprised at how fast Charizard up smash actually is. It's not used a lot, but it's actually one of the faster up smashes in the game.
Yeah, it's pretty fast, and it covered a lot of zones as well. So Noi cleaning that up, taking this 2-0 so far. It's still best of 5. It's best of 5 the whole day, so got a whole lot of Smash Brothers. If y'all at home are only tuning into VG2, you need to be watching VG1, VG2, VG3, and the French Cream, the French Dimension. Things like Italy Smash or something like that.
All of them.
Yeah.
And Noi, clearly they're feeling the pressure. Somehow you're up 2-0, but you're playing every match, every stop like it's potentially your last. Hand over the chest right there, still staying very well composed.
Yeah, we're running right back to the same stage. We're going to have PS2 yet again, and so far, I mean, it's been the Noi show. I respect it, but you can never count Wolf out, and you can never count Ouch out. I mean, this player was at Summit and took some names there, definitely played some amazing Super Smash Brothers. One of my personal favorite players to watch out there, so I really cannot stress just how much clutch this kid has.
Lots of clutch, and definitely going to need to call on to that, on that touch factor. He wants to have a chance at just getting a game off of Noi. Noi is playing so well, and it started off shaky, but again, you know, Noi just kind of picked it up. I will say though, for Ouch, he did have that self-destruct last game, so who knows how things would have changed, you know, if he wouldn't have actually, you know, did it to himself essentially.
Yeah, but that's all coulda, woulda, shoulda. Now you just got to stay in the moment. And there we go, punch that re-grab. It's kind of hard to do that in Ivysaur. Ouch threading that needle, gets that down smash, beautifully done.
That is one of the most annoying edge guards in the game. Just fire just breathing down your neck as you're trying to come back, and you know you have to take the damage. No way to avoid it. Good swap right there to avoid the combo that Ouch was attempting.
Nice. Drops down. I think that might be it, especially with the water gun. A little bit of assist. There you go. S-score deal off stage right. And Noy taking that stock. Even stocks. But okay. Not quite sweet spot. If that was sweet spot, I actually think Ivysaur might have.
It was close. It was definitely close. All right, and now the mix starts with the Squirtle. Misses the grab barely. Second chance though. Got him onto the platform. Great stuff coming in. Ouch, great tech, but apparently techs don't matter right now. Ivysaur is on deck. Ivysaur, you know the Razor Leaf conversion, Nair conversions. You gotta imagine Noy is trying to snipe him out. And again, that's the second time that happened today.
So tricky. I mean,
We chase!
Grabless, baby! Covers a lot of those tech options. If you tech in, most characters have a hard time punching it. So brilliant stuff from Noy. Now you can reach into your bag of tricks. It's game 3. Let it all rip, all right?
Yeah, and just if you're out, you're just kind of hitting yourself for that. Like, you know it's a thing, but how do you avoid it? It's okay. Maybe you didn't avoid that, just like Squirtle didn't avoid that back air. Pretty much even right now. It's now or never though for Ouch.
Yeah. Down this, and there we go. Gets that grab. Gonna get a little follow-up off this. Just force some stage control here. No 2-frame on that F tilt, but still swings first on that forward air and gonna get punished, pushed across the stage. Now Squirtle, we all know what Noy can do with this immaculate neutral control that he plays. So look for patience, only finds those counter hits, forward airs, and just okay. Still staying alive for now, but man, it's getting tight between these two.
But it is neck and neck right now. Noy, you know, can smell victory pretty much 2-3 hits away. Ouch. Can smell a loss from 2 to 3 hits and needs this to continue playing. Great stuff right now. 96 put on Squirtle. Again, though, not enough to take Squirtle out last time you had Squirtle in this position.
Good grab.
We're going to see a 2-frame attempt with the down smash. Nope, goes for the F tilt, not able to connect that. On the final hit of that back air, just clearing the stage, but again, right back off.
Nice, keeping it tricky with the switches. Okay, great grab, Ouch. Looking the dragon, looking this Pokemon in the face and not even blinking at all. Now we're back on the Squirtle. Noy betting it all on this. If any hit will kill all of them, but the spot dodge read. Ouch coming alive, keeping himself alive. 2-1, Ouch on the board.
Beautiful stuff right there. Talk about nerves, in this case, the lack of them.
Yeah.
You went for a forward smash in the face of Squirtle, who already has done so much to you.
Yeah, and if you whiffed, you know that was going to be a throw coming, that was going to be like an F-tilt coming, instead of a potential edge guard, lead trap situation. It could have all unraveled from there, but Ouch does not flinch, all right? Hit with the Kalima real quick and takes that stop away.
Now the question is, are you able to keep it up? Because this is, you know, it's very, very high stakes at this point into the event. You're still trying to fight your way through so that you can actually get to the top 8 of this severely stacked bracket. And this is just one more step, one more pillar that you have to defeat. There's still 2 more matches after this, but you got to start here.
Yeah. All right, could be rocking with PS2 yet again. At this point, I don't anticipate any counter pick between these 2 players.
I mean, I would counter pick if I'm out. I'm not giving Pokemon Trainer home field advantage. Unless you're just that disrespectful, and I'm gonna go in your house. That's how I want to get the victory.
I want all these people to see it.
Oh, love the setup. Ouch, clearly aware of it, was prepared. But he has just been living on that right side of the stage. Finally gets those feet planted, but for how long is the question as Noy is just continuing this pressure.
What I'm noticing from Noy, especially Squirtle, is not only the dash dancing, but the timing of those forward airs has been immaculate. One to either call out Ouch in the air, or also just to check the shield and kind of walk away and force another reaction. All he's doing right now is just forcing reactions over and over, and it's working because, I mean, at this point, you want to react to anything. You don't want to leave anything on the table between these 2 players.
Definitely do not want. Oh, what?
All out. You know that he wanted to jump above. There was safety, but you're never safe above Ivysaur. That up air covers a whole zip code, so you really can't afford to mess
The thing that made that more impressive to me is the fact that you set up as if you were going to go for a back air. That's why Ouch jumped, but there's just layers coming all the way from Japan for a reason, making a statement.
Yeah. All right, Charizard, here we go. And And this is especially scary because with Rage, I mean, we all know what Zard can do here.
We do.
Yeah. DI away for life. Forces a odd recovery, but still able to make it back.
It
out
works.
staying alive.
All right, gonna roll away, but again, that's just Noy fully prepared for it. Fortunately, was not a flare blitz, because that might have been the stock.
Yeah. Down air.
This is just looking a little, I mean, apparently Wolves is supposed to be the apex predator, but right now, I don't know, this Lizard's definitely getting the best of them.
Yeah, on their food chain. I've never seen a wolf against a Charizard.
Oh, that's fair, that's valid. He's like, in this universe, all right?
Yeah. All right. Good patience. Yeah, you're going to get a back throw here. Unless, I forgot, Noy's matches have been immaculate this whole set. You can't afford to fumble too much. But we still got the damage, enough damage to set up for that dash attack and take away that stop. Ouch. At 128%. He's still alive. Squirrely can afford to take a few more hits, and he got a bit of rage too. If you're going to make a play, now's the time.
Definitely is the time, but again, you know, Squirtle's air-to-airs are so good, such a nimble character, that normally Wolf has no problem hitting his opponent, but Squirtle's just a different beast. You know, someone that can actually challenge you in the air, someone that's so fast and small as well. Everyone always complains about the little characters. Squirtle is one of them.
Yeah, and just like that, 92%. Oh, it gets the timing on the neutral get up. Ouch, you can't give this man rage. Okay, you can never let Wolf live for that long. Otherwise, you go from exploding at like 70% to like 30, 40, 50. And that time he was at like 100 after hit. You know he's smoked.
Yeah. But that was one of the things we talked about earlier. You know, live by the Squirtle, die by the Squirtle. So much confidence in the character, but the character's still light at the end of the day. Ivysaur would have ate that, Charizard would have ate that, but Squirtle, that's a whole nother abuse.
Oh, just barely enough with the water gun. Okay. And now we got ourselves final stop. Ouch. Fighting for his bracket life right now.
Great grab right there. Puts him into the skies. Out at 0% on this last stock. In a great position, but missed the down smash. How much damage are we taking, though? Still counting 31, almost 40. Oh, we are at 60% off of one opening.
He had no jump right there as well. That could have been disastrous for Ouch, but still able to get those feet planted yet again. But now, Noy, look at this momentum that we have going. Shield poking on the back air. Here we go. Ivysaur not going to go for the down air. He said we set up for the flying rip. And Ouch with an interrupt that forward air starting from above, just barely getting over that flamethrower. And it's becoming quickly a lasting situation. Ouch finds another grab. Going to try and set up some cheeky here. Gets an up tilt. Not going to be quite enough, but he's still out there. It gets another up tilt. Again, not quite enough. 140%. And Ouch just can't finish his play quite yet. But that back air sure as heck will. We got ourselves a game 5.
Wow. Wow, oh wow, oh wow. I mean, we were tricked a little bit, but 1, 2, 3 strikes, you indeed are out, as Ouch makes such a fantastic comeback. It was looking really, really difficult, really scary, but really was that second stock that really changed the tides of things.
Yeah, Wolf, Rage, Demon, okay? And especially with how clean Ouch was playing, I think the biggest cleanup was that ledge play. In games 1 and 2, we saw a lot of like forward air attempts because Wolf forward air after ledge, most times people are holding in. That just sets up for whatever you want, really.
Yeah.
But after that, after Noy showed that his get-up timings were on point, starting to see more grabs. It's not as much payoff, but just more consistency. And you can do that easier on reaction, just doing that over and over and over, forcing that advantage, forcing lower recoveries, and like that, able to get enough footing in this set to bring us to game 5.
So I have to ask you, J-Dog, if you had to bet all of your money on Ouch or Noy, who are you going with?
I'm a big Ouch fan. Always have been. Like, I saw this player play in like 2019. I'm like, this kid's got something special. And, you know, it's nice to see that validated over time. And I'm a big believer. Noy, phenomenal player, but I'm rooting for both of them, honestly. But I want to see more Ouch today.
Well, I think Noy may have heard you and said you're rooting for who? 70-0. 70% unanswered. Only 15 seconds into this match already. Finally, Ouch got a hit, but it was only for 8%. And just Noy is looking on fire and potentially unstoppable at this moment with the Squirtle. And even there, that was spaced so well. That forward air wasn't even designed to hit Ouch. It was designed to bait out a grab, which is exactly what happened, into the attack afterwards, and the missed tech. Like, perfect, a literally perfect play right there. Love to see it.
On top of that, too, threading the needle on this laser. That's a pretty big hip hop. Oh, no tech. Yo, Noy. Moving a little bit different this game 5. I don't know what happened in those last few seconds. But
You were talking about bringing out all the tricks. He brought out one new one game, what was he thought was his final game in game number 3. But no, there are some more now. And that turtle back here is so hard to tech.
Yeah.
Because you're like, when do I have to tech? Is it on the final hit? Is it the one before, 2 before that? So difficult and just so intelligent by Nori right there to go for that.
yeah, on top of that, you don't know how many hits whiffed before it started hitting you, too. So, yeah, kind of go on audio cues. But Nori going to be forced to recover low without a jump here. And that Vine Whip is so sneaky stuff, keeping that jump in your pocket just to clear that ledge. And now, Alex's movement is still on point, but fishing for an up smash, not going to find anything. A lot of damage coming through from Nori, though, with those double back airs into the dash tag. We're going to see that move, by the way.
Yeah. And I mean, right now, if you're out, you're still trying to formulate a plan to potentially come back. Because on one hand, you need to get rid of this stock as soon as possible, but you also can't get desperate with it. You can't try to force it, especially against a player like Noi, who's going to open you up if you give even a sliver of an opening.
Yeah, good DI, though. 187. Yeah, have to switch over to Zard to make this recovery, get a little bit more weight, but it's still 187. You got like 2.5 stocks worth off of that, okay? Against Wolf, you got your value out of that one. All right, guess we're at.
Yep. Classic Wolf damage. 3-piece, no biscuit. Quick 37.
And Ouch not sleeping early that time around, but Noi gets a parry and some more damage. I feel like if you get any more, that last stock could be in some dire straits. But you still have Graves to account for as well. What an air dodge from Ouch, and calls out that switch as well. Okay, but that back air still going to be surviving. There's going to be hard recovery. Let's go to the flamethrower a little bit early to set up for that up smash, and Noi keeps the dream alive. Japan moves through into this top 16, and Ouch out at, I believe, 13th place.
That sounds pretty close to me, but stellar performance nonetheless. Composed throughout the entire time. Alex just kind of getting up, shaking his hand, saying, hey, good games, I'll see you next time.
Yeah, you got to respect that. Like, you really have to respect just the clean play, and especially all the adaptations made, just going into that game 5. You know, real recognizes real. Both those players are quite familiar because